Welcome everyone to my channel. For those who are new, my name is Monica. Today I'm going to share with you what I like to call my treasury of tarot spreads. So what this is a collection of the tarot spreads that I either love the most or use the most and find really practical, really good to use. I have probably about 20 tarot spreads in here. It's by no means an exhaustive list. So there are, I think, hundreds and hundreds of different tarot spreads you can use for all sorts of issues, all areas of life, romance, relationships, children, past lives, business, career, money, you name it, so these are just the ones that I find that I use the most, and I'm just going to show and share these with you, but I won't go in depth into all of them. I would like to cover each one of these tarot spreads one at a time, more in depth, as I create more videos. And some of them I will not share completely because some of them I have purchased, and I think that it's just not fair to show them in fullness, given that people have to pay to obtain those, but nonetheless they make really good tarot spreads, and I will be recommending them as we go along. So the first one that I have is my moon phases spread. I use the spread religiously every single month at the new moon. I do the spread. It works amazingly for me. I got this tarot spread from my tarot teacher Fern Mercier in New Zealand when I studied with her, and like I said, this is the first spread that I see. It's the one that I do every single month. I know it off by heart, but I still like to open this and have a look at the spread itself because it reminds me of a really beautiful time when I was studying tarot and really getting into it and practicing, and it just brings in that energy of connection to both tarot but also to lunar energy through the images that it has contained in it. Next, I have a horseshoe spread. I also obtained this one from my tarot teacher. So I know this off by heart. I no longer need to look at this tarot spread. I can just say I'm doing a horseshoe spread for a client or for myself, and I know exactly what the spread is. I know all the positions off by heart. I've had the spread for as long as I can remember. So it's originally from Alfred Douglas's The Tarot, published in 1972, but it was modified by Fern Mercier, again my teacher from New Zealand. I love the spread because it has past, present, future, the main card for advice, and it also has the outcome card, so it's a really good 7-card spread. Next, I have this Tree of Life spread that is similar to a Celtic cross but slightly modified. I never use the traditional Celtic cross that you find in the little white booklets or any other book. I prefer this one. It makes sense to me and I really love it. Again, it's from Fern Mercier, my teacher. So these first 3 spreads are from her, and I really treasure them and I value them. I find them highly useful. Next, I have the Sacred Quest spread by Rachel Pollack. Now, a long time ago, I got these like little stickers for journaling and creating spreads. I got them off, I think, eBay or Amazon. I can't remember. It was so long ago. And I basically used those to write down the card positions and what they mean. It's a great spread to just check in about your quest in life and, what you're doing in general. Now, this is a goal achievement spread that I really like to use on goals. I got this spread as part of a larger collection of spreads that I bought from Eclectic Tarot. If you go onto Eclectic Tarot, they have a free offering where they have like 7 spreads you can download for free. But they also have a much more comprehensive one where I think they have, I can't remember if it's like 50 tarot spreads or something for I think around $17, which is a really good value, I think. And yeah, a wide selection of spreads, and I really like this one to use looking at goals, any goals that I have, really, really beautiful. The other thing that I've done, you might notice, is that on the opposite page to each spread, I have some paper that I've collected over the years from art shops. You know, when you go into an art shop, you can find artist papers or craft papers, and I like to collect those and use them in this book, because it helps me focus and just see one spread at a time, and I really like that. I only like to focus on one spread at a time. So that's the goal achievement spread. Next, I have a 5-card spread. I did a video on this. I can't remember when. You can find it in my spreads playlist. But excellent spread for beginners. You know, if you've worked with a 3-card spread and are ready to move on to a 5-card spread and do something a bit more complex, but that's not overly convoluted, this is really, really excellent. So I really like to use the spread myself still, as like a mini sort of a check-in spread for any issues you have. Again, from Eclectic Tarot, your True Niche in Life spread. It's a bigger spread. I believe this one has 8 cards. And for people that are looking to find a True Niche in Life spread, or even myself, sometimes I check in to see, you know, how am I going on my path. Really, really enjoy this spread. Then I have this really interesting one, the Dharma Model. My teacher, Fern Mercier, shared with us in class one time this. And it's a 4-card spread about group relationship, but I've also used it for one-on-one relationships. So you've got 4 cards, what's known to you and others, to what's not known to either person. I'll go into this a bit more detail at a later stage, but I really enjoyed that one basically. A card on strength, a spread on strength. I haven't used this one that much, but I really liked it, so I've kept it in there. This is a Karmic Insight spread by Christine Jetty, looking at karmic and past life issues. Then I have a 3-card self-discovery spread. Now, again, this is from the Tarot Guild of Aotearoa in New Zealand. And I kept this simply because of the nostalgic factor with it. You know, it's now and then it's good to pull 3 cards on where you are, where you've been, and where you're going. So I keep that one in there. Again, a spread from my teacher about group work and group dynamics and relationships. That's really good when you're doing, you know, if you're starting like a new job, for example, and you want to find out about the dynamics of the group and your relationship with the group and things like that. That's really interesting. An astrological spread. These are quite common in the tarot world. I do these at the birthday time, or anyone who wants a birthday spread. And I wrote an article on it for the Magician publication, which is the Australian Tarot Association. This is a spread again from the Eclectic Tarot Spreads ebook. It's about a relationship spread. So I have quite a few of these. Another relationship that's looking at problem-solving spreads. And then I have this one, which is a clarifying love spread. Again, these 3 are from the Eclectic Tarot Spreads ebook that I bought over a decade ago now. And I like to have 3 or 4 meaty relationship spreads that talk about more than just past, present, and future of a relationship, or, you know, yeah, they're just a bit more in depth, and I find that they provide a lot of use and value. This one is Ombre's relationship spread. That's another relationship spread. So I do have quite a few relationship spreads because I find that really, you know, the main questions in tarot are like our work, our purpose in life, you know, our work and how we're tracking with that, and relationships. They're just like the bread and butter of tarot readings. Now these spreads are from, I think, the Tarot Bible. I photocopied and put them in. So what am I doing with my life? I haven't used this one personally in a long time, and I might take it out eventually. If I don't use them too often, I certainly keep this little treasury up to date. And finally, I have the new deck interview spread that you've seen me use for my Cosmic Cycles deck and a couple of other tarot decks, where when I buy a new deck, I like to do this tarot spread to get to bond with the tarot deck, to get to know it better, and to start forming that relationship with it. And it's a rough drawing. I've got some scribbles on it, but it works really well for me. So, and that's the end. So these are my main tarot spreads for now. What I will say is that I don't like plastic, and I don't like having them in this format, even though it is a format that is very useful. So it works really well in terms of, you know, I can just open this up and flick to it. I can, if I don't have enough space, I can just, you know, fold it over. But I eventually would like to take these and do a bit of a collage, a copy and paste into a hardcover book with nice paper, and have all of my tarot spreads. I have probably around 100. The rest I kept in just a simple folder. I've just thrown them all together. But I would like to develop this further, and maybe one day when I finally get to do that, I will share that with you. But for now, thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting my channel. Until next time, blessings.